Hello, Rob here from Another Day, Another Walk. Welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button because we've got lots to show you today. So let's go. So you may already know that I'm walking the West Highland Way this weekend, in fact, and I needed to pack my kit. So I thought I'd show you everything I'm taking. Let's start with the big ones. Tent. I'm taking the Vic 1, really light. I don't think I'm going to take the ground mat because all the places I'm going to stay, the ground is pretty good, to be honest. And even if I get a small rip in the bottom, I'll commend it. Just because of weight, really, I save 150 grams, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it all adds up. I will be putting that inside a dry bag as well. Next, on to my sleeping system. So I recently got this. So because the Vic is a one wall tent, I decided to go for a synthetic, just in case that you get that little bit of condensation on the bag. It deals with it better. My other sleeping bag is a down. I've actually got quite a few down, and obviously they don't adapt to the moisture as well. So this one is 1,050 grams, so just over a kilogram. And the comfort is 1 degree and the limit is -5. And I think most of the time I've been looking, as the first night is going to be around 1 degree, 2 degree, possibly down to 0. The rest of them are about 5 degrees, maybe down to 3 degrees, because I'm going to be doing it over 5 days. So 4 nights, first night a little colder than the other 3. But that should keep me warm. If not, I'll have to cuddle up to this one. Hey baby girl. If you want to know what kit I'm taking for her, I'll leave a card up there because I've recently done a video on what I take for dogs. Now, I won't be taking all of it, but I'll be taking most of it. Now, my ground mat, I've got Nature Hikes ground mat. This is the 3R edition. That's probably the one bit of kit that I wish I could have upgraded. There's a lot of like Neo lights, Neo Air lights, that sort of range, but obviously they're about 150 to 200 pound depending on which one you get. They are a lot lighter. That comes in about 600 grams. They go down to about 450, and obviously that's only a 3R when they can go up to 6 or 7R. Now, it's a lot of money, so I've decided just to keep it with this one and then I'll upgrade in the future. Take a little blow up pillow, nothing fancy with that one. I think it was Decathlon, £5, and it does me sound. Got a little wash system, little wash bag kit, so toothbrush, standard, little toothpaste, and because I am going to be staying at a couple of campsites, I've got some deodorant and just a little bottle of Lynx. If I was wild camping the whole way, I'd probably just take the deodorant because obviously I wouldn't be able to have a proper shower. But we've got the luxury of having a proper shower at these campsites, so I'll take those to pair with me. So that's my main sleep system. Let's have a look at what else I'm going to have in my bag. Now, we know Scotland, it rains a lot and it's forecast to have a little bit of the wet stuff. So, going to have my waterproof trousers, and also I've got my waterproof shell, which I'll be wearing. Inside my bag, I'm going to have my down jacket, again for warmth, because it is Scotland, isn't it? You know what I mean? It is Scotland. I mean, the weather says one thing and it does something else. It was glorious weather last week where I am, and today it's been snowing. So I'd rather have it and not need it. I know some of you ultralight boys like go by the weather forecast no matter what, and if it says it's going to be good weather, you pack for good weather, and if it's bad, you pack for bad. But I'm going to do a bit of both just in case, and I want to enjoy it. So got a charger with a power bank. Also in here is going to be the camera I'm filming on and a little tripod. So that's like my wires and a few bits there. Have got a couple of luxuries you might notice. This is one of them. I've got these little booties by, again, Nature Hike. And I've been wild camping with them and they're really good, to be honest. Really light. They only weigh like 80 grams in the bag. Alright. And they just open up. So they'll just be like little slippers in your tent, again down, and they're going to keep my feet really warm. And they do keep my feet really warm. And if you need to go to the toilet in the night, the soles are a little harder rather than this like neoprene on the side. It's a little harder, so it gets you to the toilet and back, or if you're wild camping, it gets you outside your tent. So that's a little luxury, I'd say. So I'll just leave that there for now. Got my toilet kit. Now, because I'm taking home and I have poo bags as well, so obviously do what you got to do, use them and whack them in a poo bag. Now, I was only going to take one of these, but a friend of mine done it recently and he said take two because they weigh nothing and they're amazing. And it's a little buff, a little snood buff. A couple of these from Rab. Now, like I say, they weigh nothing, but they're very versatile. You can protect your head if it is sunny, protect your neck if it's cold. I know Scotland, I think there's no masks up there, but they're a bit different to us. They've had it a lot longer. So my old man lives up there and he says there's a lot about. So I'll probably use that as a mask as well. Condensation on the inside of the tent, can wipe that off in the morning. Yeah, there's loads of things I can use it for. So I thought I'd take two. They don't weigh much. Again, because the weather's going to be a bit of everything, I'm actually taking a cap and a bobble hat. So, yeah, I thought I'd take the cap because of the sun in my eyes, bobble hat at night time if it gets a bit cold or if it is a cold day. If you like the look of them, I'll leave a link down below because I actually sell them. This one's organic cotton. This one's just a normal cap. So check it out. I love the bobble hat actually. I might put it on now. How do I look? Yeah? Great. So, getting back to it. Water filter system, so I can carry a litre of water in here, and then I just tend to have like a plastic bottle just because it's lighter. I would normally carry a bladder, but it actually ripped last week, and again, I thought, well, if I've got that with a litre in it, I probably only need another litre because Scotland's quite wet. I can filter most water. And along the way, there is lots of points just to sell water. I think there is a couple and they even say last water point for so long, and then I'll just buy a couple of bottles of water as I go. Trying to combine kit to be lighter. So I did have just a normal lantern, but then I got this. I'll look at that in a minute. So yeah, so it's actually a lantern. Where's the button? Huh. And probably heard it there. It inflates. There we go. There's the lantern. Brighter, bright, and then off. So it's a lantern and it inflates my sleep pad. So I thought, again, really light. I'll leave the details on screen because I can't remember, but really light and it does two jobs in one. So I was happy with that. I'll leave a link because it was a fellow YouTuber's channel. He sells it on there. I bought a couple of his things actually. I bought the booties and I bought the pump as well. So check it out. Taking a head torch just in case something happens and I need to get to my site or I need to be somewhere and I have to end up walking at night. I don't want to. I want to enjoy the way in the daylight, but I thought I'd take it just in case. It doesn't weigh much. I'll take it just in case. If I'm at the campsite and need to go to the toilet in the night, I've always got that as well. So again, I have tried to limit my bag of what I'm taking, but if you're one of these mega light boys and girls, you might cut out a lot of the stuff I'm taking. little seat pad. Again, in the video of the dog, you'll find out why that's important for her. And obviously it's a seat pad for me, so it weighs nothing. So I'll take that. Again, because I am stopping at some campsites, I think I've planned, I've got a wild camp by Loch Lomond, then I'm at a campsite, then I'm wild camping, then I'm at another campsite. I'll be able to have a shower. Nice luxury there. So I'm going to need a towel, aren't I? But these microfiber towels are really good. And again, multi-purpose. I use it for other things, which you can find out that video about her. You're going to find out most of the stuff I take is for myself and for the dog as well. So I use it more than once. And then just as a backup, I'm going to have some clothes. Got some merino wool Bridgedale socks. Got them the other day. Pair of boxers, so I can change them halfway after one of my showers. A top, just the one. And then another mid layer, because I'll be wearing a mid layer as well. So that's my kit. I'll pack it and I will let you know what it weighs, whether I'm happy with the weight or not. I mean, I'd like to be under 10k without food and water. Can you guess what I've missed out? And I've done it deliberately. Pause the video and leave it in the comments what you think I've missed. Got it? Right. Yeah, I've missed out a cooking system, haven't I? There is good reason for that. I'm not taking one. It's plain and simple as that. I'm not taking a cooking system because I've planned my route. There are lots of pubs on the way and it is a holiday for me. I mean, some people might be like, oh, well, that's not the idea of the trail. But I'd like to get the whole Scotland experience, go into some of the pubs, have a wee drim. I do love my whiskey and a pint and have a nice evening meal after a long day's walking. So I thought, instead of doing half and half, I'm just going to get rid of the cook system so I don't have to carry as much food as well. I mean, I am going to take like a few sandwiches just in case one of the pubs is full and I need to have just like a meal in the evening. I did put it on Facebook group and most people said you don't need one unless you like a hot drink in the morning. Now, I don't drink hot drinks, so for the sake of taking it for maybe one meal, 2 meals, I thought just leave it at home because it weighed like 750 grams with the pots and the gas and the cooker. Then I've got to take all the food, and like I say, I'm trying to get under that 10k, so we'll see. I might put a video up after the weigh saying don't do what I did, but who knows. I think I'm going to be alright. So I'm going to pack this and then I'll let you know what it weighs. Right guys, I put everything into dry bags. That way I know it's not going to get wet in my bag, because if it does rain heavy, I've got my rain cover for my bag, obviously the bag, and then the dry bags. Some people just put one big dry bag in your bag, but I don't do that because they're all color coded. I know what's in what. Makes it much easier that way. And also, if I want to get something out, I can just reach in, grab that thing rather than rooting through everything. And it keeps it nice and compact. So you actually get that a little bit more room really. Because if you just have one big bag, it all kind of puffs up in it. But each to their own. Just before we do weigh it, I just want to say this is the Airzone Trail. This is the 35 litre. Most of the ones I've seen are the 30 litre or the 25. I wanted something a little bit bigger so I could do things like this, get away with having this. And it's perfect for a day bag as well, because most of the time I have my stuff, the dog's stuff and the wife's stuff in it. But anyway, let's get down to weighing it. All right. I don't know if you can see that. It's 8.1. Right, so it's come in at 8.1 kilogram. Well happy with that. Like I said, I wanted it less than 10 for my base weight, and it's coming at 8.1. Have got a few things to put in for the dog, and that will take it up to about 9 with a food included as well. That'll be 9 kilogram. And obviously I'm going to be needing to carry water and a few snacks, so that's going to take it up to about 10, 11, depending on how much water I start out with. But I'm buzzing about that. Hopefully it's going to be the right weight for me to walk the way in 5 days. That's a really good video that talks about the kit I'm going to be carrying for my dog, or kit I do carry for my dog, and why. A lot of it's got multiple purposes, and that's good because it saves on weight, it saves on cost. So give it a watch. Anyway, it's bye from me, and another day, another walk.